Brian Bark, 1160 Oak Grove. Good evening. Thanks, everybody, for all your hard work on this. It's a lot that goes into this, and it's not lost on me. A couple of quick comments. I was glad to hear at the outset of the meeting the discussion around a tax adjustment. I think that's been a subject of considerable discussion in the community for some time, and it's nice to have that back on the docket. I would encourage you to make use of the considerable expertise on the Financial Action Committee, if you haven't already, to do some additional projections and analysis just to make sure that whatever we agree to here is sustainable and prudent. The second thing I wanted to comment on was just on the health care costs, since that came up this evening. As you know, I was a volunteer on the Financial Action Committee with regard to health care issues. One of the things I think you have to keep on your radar screen is the imposition of the Affordable Care Act's excise tax provision, which comes into effect in 2018. So that will come into play at some point during the term of your next union contracts. And for those of you that don't know what that is, the law levies a 40% tax on any health care plan that the law deems to be a Cadillac plan. That's not my word, that's the law's word. And for us, just doing some quick math on the numbers I heard thrown out earlier tonight, that would be an additional cost of nearly $180,000. So you need a strategy to deal with that. And I understand that we didn't get there in the Public Works contract, but there is a provision that allows us to negotiate those provisions later. But I would tell you that what most employers are doing is pursuing designs that are exempt from that excise tax. And so I think now is a good time, as you work through the police contract and other things, to start to think about how we put our township on a glide path to a plan that will still treat our employees fairly and also avoid the excise tax, which I think is not something that we'll want to pass along to our employees. I think that would be unsustainable and probably not an additional expense that we want to pick up entirely on our own dime. So thank you.